Ndichikutambirai zvekare pano padzerare 263 pano pachange ndichikuzivisai manews updates ezvinhu zviri kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Kana uchiri munyowani pathis YouTube channel yokusubscribe mahara, wotira on the notification bell so that patinoramba achidzoka neamwe manews updates uchange uchingozvionera. Panapo uchange uchiwana manews updates ezvinhu zviri kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Saka ndatisubscribei, ndatilike this video, ndatishare this video kuhama neshamwari. Sekuziva kwamunosvita mhuri yeZimbabwe, hatirari anofamba nemanews update. Update yandinayo muzuva ranhasi iupdate yaProfet Emmanuel Makandiwa. Chiko chakamboitika kuna Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa takanzwa nyaya ye1 million challenge. Tanzwa nyaya ye1 million challenge zvainzi vari kutsvaga munhu anogona kufembera. After tanzwa zvese izvozvo pane maporofita iwo akaenda ikoko anosvika 24 akaenda achida unofembera. Zvisinei zvese izvi zvaitika, ivo vazobuda mastreets esocial media vachiti vanhu vese vamakuona vaivaenda ive ndakavatenga. Ndinoda kuzama kuvharidzira zvamuri kuda kuita munyika yeZimbabwe, saka ndaida kuti mufokase nenyaya iyoyo. So da kuisira video ivo vega vachizvitaurira zvavanga vachitaura kuti aiwa rese raive drama, ndanga ndakatenga vanhu. Ndaida kuti vanhu vanyanyofokasa nezvazvo. Kuti muone video, pedza kuona video zvaunofika mucomment section after video. Inisati rare nchange nchikuzivisai manews updates ezvinhu zviri kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Ndatilike this video, ndatiriwanzei malikes, ndikasike kudzoka futi nechimwe chiri kupisa. Much love.
What Makandiwa did was simply a political diversion. We were looking forward to unseat the president. We were all focused on. Some even went on to say that the whole thing that you saw here was staged. These people were invited to come and not see. And some were even paid, giving them money to not see. So there is such a payment that you need to give to people in order for them to not see. And at the time they were saying that still our number was still active, and the door was still open for the actual ones to register and come and showcase their gifts. So some were even saying those prophets, they look fake. So it means as a ministry we were not well organized in the way that we staged this. So to them they are advising us that we should have dressed them well. We should have, of course, because they are saying they look fake. And yet even the fake ones were invited. So I don't understand, because we want to try to open the eyes of the blind. If I say real ones and fake ones come, why should you even say those ones are looking fake? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Some are saying as you heard also from some that came, that participated, some gave different excuses why they couldn't see. Some, they blamed me for not putting things into my pocket. That was my pocket as well, but they said it was supposed to be on you in order for us to see, but you changed the goalposts. So that made us to also what? Miss. And which means when we allowed them to investigate. When they were looking through my trousers, they were looking for my body. And some of them didn't realize that I wasn't in there until they came here and found out, so they were. It took some of them time to realize that I was not in the trousers. Still, they went on to what? To write. What was the message? Some also said what Makandiwa did was simply a political diversion. We were looking forward to unseat the president. We were all focused on a certain political agenda, and then this thing and a lot of people were angry until now. Including people who pretend to be for the president. They were angry for the diversion that I caused. So everyone now is focusing on this. This is we must be focusing on. So that was never my intention, if that is what happened, but that was not my intention. I was simply trying to open the eyes of the blind. So when I pray, in as much as I can't see everything, I try by all means to see something, especially the aftermath, the backlash, how certain people would want to react, would want to respond to the exposure. So, all that I see. And well, when God gives us a chance to learn, and there is a chance for our eyes to be opened. I wasn't just doing it for people outside. Some of the people are here who needed to have their eyes opened. Yes, some of you, your eyes are open, but you can't see. Some of you have big ears like mine, yet you can't hear. The core of the message was on trying to deliver you people from us. It's a painful thing realizing that it's not just the general populace, it's not just the members of churches, but even some of the church leaders are victims of this cataract. They also can't see. And when the blind is leading the blind, the scripture says they will both fall into the ditch. Why is it was not easy to see the reason behind the exercise? Why should that be difficult for a person to see the message behind the exercise? Oh, he wants to make himself bigger, greater. He wants to be the champion. The champion who said, I can't see everything. My contest had nothing to do with the Elijah contest at Mount Carmel, where he said, come, call upon your God, let him bring fire, and then when you are done, I'll also do likewise. No. This one was an admission by Elijah. He invited those that can, because Elijah could not. How do you then make yourself bigger when you openly tell people what you can't do? That was not just an act of humility, that's the reality. We heal some die. We prophesy some, in part, according to scripture. We miss a lot of things. So that your confidence in us is reduced, and your confidence in the all-seeing God is increased. Some went on to say, it's a waste of money. We need some hospitals here in this country. People are struggling. How can you waste money? Which money? How can you even? It's so sad, especially if you are a so-called man of God and you engage in such an argument, and your concern is on money having been wasted on this exercise. How much was wasted that should have been given to the poor? And I asked this question on Sunday, was there any need for me to have that money? Was I even supposed to have money in order for me to invite a human being who sees everything? I will keep knocking your head until your eyes open. We'll get into some scriptures, don't worry. Don't worry. Some said, I'm not in a position to conduct the exercise because I'm part of the false prophets. The first thing that a false prophet does is to make you believe he sees everything. No false prophet will allow you to interrogate his operations. There is no admission of failure and shortcomings. There is no admission. I'm saying this exercise is going to help us because we have seen churches closing down. We have it, history has it. We have seen church members drinking poison at the instruction of the men of God. We have had cult leaders telling their members, this world is evil. We are all going to die here and we go to heaven. If you listen to some of the tapes that were released by the FBI after the Jim Jones incident, you listen to the voices of children crying. Parents helping their children take poisoning their own babies before they took it themselves, at the instruction of a man who is believed to be omniscient. He knows everything, and everything he says goes unquestioned. If you cannot see the reason for the exercise, then you can't see anything at all. You can't see anything. If I'm one of the false prophets, you're simply saying, I also have people that I've advised to urinate into their vegetables and tomatoes before selling them. You're saying I've ordered some of my clients to go and do ritual killings, if I'm one of them. There are several videos that you see today on YouTube. The other one, I think it lasted for about 3 minutes. A guy was sitting in a vehicle and then he was recording a woman, an elderly woman, in the marketplace. And she would look over here and look over there to see if somebody was looking, and then she was using a cloth. She would put it under her legs and wipe the tomatoes and arrange them. It's there on your YouTube, not in a foreign country here. And the person was asking, what is this woman doing? She's selling tomatoes, but she's making sure every single tomato, it goes through under this procedure. Several videos are there. She can never dream of such a concept. It's a prescription, and behind the prescription, there is a practitioner. She was told by somebody that she believes sees everything. Don't play with this kind of confidence that people have. Don't play with their confidence. This kind of confidence, some were saying, this is why I'm here, because that's what I do. Don't waste my time. I've come to see because that's what I do. A person with that kind of confidence, if he tells you, you kill your sister, kill your firstborn, and you get money, you kill your firstborn. I'm trying to deliver you from this idea, kuromba, 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 karomba, karomba, karomba.
Ritual practices, ritual practices.
And you start to believe there is another avenue. There is another way, another method to getting rich. No. You must work diligently. Work diligently. Follow set financial principles without any charm, without visiting any witch doctor. You still make money. It's a proven protocol. Go and open their eyes so that they can see. Where did I say there are no more prophets? Where did I say the prophetic is non-existent? So what was I doing all these years? I'm warning you so that no matter what you see us do, God is the only subject of worship. He is the only object of worship. He is the only topic of worship. He is the only focus of worship. Is this not going to also make me lose some of my followers? That was the intention as well. That's the intention. Until we can all fit inside here, no more overflows. If you are following me, because you think I can do everything, you think I can see everything. Already I have a wrong follower. You are placing a demand that I cannot deliver. And before I disappoint you, let me come out clear and confess. You are following a wrong guy. The reason behind this exercise is so that any advice that you get from any spiritualist, question it. Verify it before you execute. Don't shed blood for no reason. You should not let a man of God advise you, lead you into doing something against the nature of God. whether it is me